I discovered my husband had been faking his love for years to get access to my trust fund. The marriage certificate felt like sandpaper in my trembling hands as I stared at the date. We signed it 3 years ago. My husband sat across from me at our kitchen table, his coffee growing cold, completely unaware that I had just discovered the most devastating truth of my life. He was scrolling through his phone, probably checking his investment portfolio again, while I struggled to process what I had learned just hours earlier. The trust fund documents scattered across the mahogany surface told a story I never wanted to believe was possible. It started when I decided to surprise him with a weekend getaway for our anniversary. I had been planning this trip for months, wanting to recreate our honeymoon in the mountains where we first said we loved each other. While looking for our old photos in his office desk, I stumbled upon a folder labeled Financial Planning that I had never seen before. Inside were printouts of my trust fund details, bank statements, and investment projections that went back 5 years. What caught my attention was the timeline. These documents were dated months before we even met. My heart sank as I realized the implications. He had researched my family's wealth, my inheritance, and my trust fund access dates long before our accidental meeting at that coffee shop downtown. The romantic story we always told friends about bumping into each other while reaching for the same book suddenly felt orchestrated and fake. I remembered how he had seemed so interested in my family history during our early dates, asking detailed questions about my grandmother's estate and my father's business ventures. The evidence was overwhelming. There were notes in his handwriting about my trust fund maturation dates, my family's real estate holdings, and even sketches of our house's floor plan with calculations of its market value. He had created a detailed timeline of our relationship milestones that corresponded perfectly with different phases of accessing my inheritance. Our engagement happened right after my 25th birthday, when I gained access to the first portion of my trust. Our wedding was scheduled just months before I could access the larger sum at 28. I felt physically sick as I continued reading through his meticulous planning. There were printed emails between him and someone discussing investment strategies using my future inheritance. The correspondence revealed that he had been working with a financial advisor to plan how to maximize returns on money that wasn't even his yet. They discussed various scenarios for gaining access to my funds, including marriage timelines and legal strategies for joint asset management. My phone buzzed with a text from my younger sister, asking if I was still coming to her graduation party next weekend. She had always been suspicious of my husband,